this is kind of a selfish thing, but that's just something that I want to be, you know?
No, that's understandable. That's understandable. I mean, you want to be able to call the shots or something.
Well, I wouldn't want to say call the shots per se, but I would like to have a little network of my own. See, back in the day before the economy crashed, I was somebody that had it all, right?
Right.
When I say that, I was a part of a notorious known gang called Seaside. But
Oh.
if you asked about Chico, then all you know Chico as was Seaside. You didn't know Chico for something that he's done. You know what I mean? Like I've done a lot of things, but there was a lot of things that was attached to it was Seaside things. It wasn't something of my own. You know what I mean?
What do you remember about your time in Seaside?
Plenty of things. Shit, we've done a lot of work. We've done a lot of deals. We've done quite a bit of things, but like I said, it wasn't my own thing. You know, it was more so was the Seaside thing, and whenever people mentioned me, it was just Chico from Seaside. It wasn't just Chico, the person that you know created a name for himself by himself.
Hmm. So you're looking to build something then that is bigger than just a name, bigger than an idea, more of an idea or something that goes beyond simply a crew or whatever, or being part of a crew. I mean, it sounds like you don't
I want to
necessarily want to
be
lead it, but you want to create something that it's hard to define, I guess, but
No, I kind of get what you're saying, but well, I mean, in a way, you kind of have it, but in a way, it's like completely off course. So, in a sense of things, let's say, for an example, okay, let's put you in an aspect. Let's say you are somebody that I have that you come to me like with things like I don't know, you got the next big thing, the next drug, or you got some materials you need to sell. Like you think of, hey, let me hit up Chico because
mm,
Chico has been somebody that has gave me a path, right? That's what
yes.
I want to do. I want to give people something to look forward to, like you know what I mean, like some kind of initiative. I guess would be the name of
I
sense.
know
I don't.
exactly what you're getting at, actually, and I've met a few people like that. Um, I can even name you one.
What's that?
Do you know Pata?
Of course, I know Batar.
Yeah, he seems to be almost exactly that, you know?
But you see when you think of something like that, right? When you think of a person like that, then you see how you easily throw up a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that I want for myself.
Mm.
It's not like I said, it's probably a selfish thing for myself, but it's just I want to be a person that somebody can depend on instead of me having to depend on them, you know?
You know, I do sort of. I would prefer something like that myself, too. I mean, people have depended on me in the past, but not necessarily for, providing them with, like, tools and stuff. I mean, although, admittedly, the idea of providing tools has always been appealing to me. I just never had the gall, I guess, or the gumption to get there. I don't know. It's hard out there, I guess, to figure out how to get there, and if there isn't already somebody else doing that exact thing. Because it's just like, well, if you start doing something similar, to say, example, Patar, well, you'd have to compete with him essentially in terms of, what you provide versus what he provides.
Yeah, but well, I mean, I get what you're going with that, but in a way that I don't really care too much about being competing with anybody. I just want
Mm-hmm.
to have my own thing where it's like you know
You want to build
it's
something
Chico's thing.
entirely new? Like, completely new, like it hasn't been seen yet.
That I'm not really too sure about. But Kenneth, I do have a question for you
Yes.
because your name and your voice strikes me somebody familiar.
Oh, I can tell you exactly why.
Mr. Smiley, huh?
Yes. I do believe that you guys blew me up once.
I have no recollection of that.
Hmm. Okay. Well, it was there was we've had a past. I'll say that much. But
Yeah,
time
we did.
heals all wounds.
I mean, think about it like this: we all started from scratch. Now
Mm-hmm.
everything is completely different in the sense of we may be a bit of rivals before, but we can look towards a better future as maybe friend of sorts.
I don't mind that. I mean, I could use more friends.
And mm, I wouldn't say the things you've done is initially a bad thing because you and I are quite alike in ways.
Hmm. I mean, it depends though on how you define being alike. Like I mean, there's I've never been one for, I guess, the seaside style of life.
Yeah, well, I mean, but that's kind of my style, but that's not the only style I go with.
Hmm.
I do enjoy I guess
Indulging?
the slow indulging of
Right, right.
excitement. I've always have that little knack inside of me. You know what I mean? Like whenever my boys told me, we needed to go and deal with people, I dealt with it and then dealt with it how I had to. But if I can handle it my way, then it would be slow and painfully.
Oh no, I get you. I get you. I know exactly what you mean. Like it's. I have certainly taken my time with a lot of things. There's like people. Hey, is that? No, never mind. Okay. Uh, People they expect that oh well, if you're gonna do this thing, you gotta do it right now, and you gotta do it real quick. Mm,
Yeah, no.
yeah, yeah. You have a nice looking shirt.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. Did you get those glasses? So yeah, I'm basically it's like everybody was always like like, oh well, you gotta do it right now, you gotta do it right now, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it in a few months. I'm gonna do it when nobody expects it to happen. Like, if you know what I mean, like
No, of course.
yeah, like
Because
it's
it's better that way. Like there has been times that I've been a little too hot headed and I jump straight to the gun. But there has been times that it was just a little bit of fun that way. It was like I guess you could say like cat and mouse.
yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. That's yeah, that's pretty close, except that in my case, the mouse was never the mouse never had a chance of getting away.
So tell me, Do you have any thoughts of continuing where you left off 5 years ago?
Well, uh, not necessarily in the same way, because I don't want to go to prison for the rest of my life, which is something that already happened once, and I was able to make a deal to get out. So, nothing quite as, yeah, maybe not as, maybe I wouldn't target, people that, are innocent, but if push comes to shove, and somebody does something that is unforgivable, uh, then they would need to be punished.
And that's how I've always done my thing. I've never grabbed somebody innocent. I've always taken care of somebody that was deserving. Somebody, who's crossed my path or crossed people's path that I cared for. You know what I mean? But it was just that's all it was. It was never I randomly just pick somebody off the street and then take them somewhere and do something like that. It was always there was a reason behind everything that I've
Mm-hmm.
done.
I mean, technically, I had reasons as well, but maybe skewed logic based on how others would define it. But yeah, I we are of the same mind when it comes down to where that business would take us. It's funny that you go here because I go here all the time.
Well, this was a part of our territory back in the day, so it was kind
Oh
of
right, yes,
it was
because
kind of
the gas
a
station.
good leading, yeah, good leading spot.
Like they still refer to it as the seaside gas station.
Yeah, but that's that. But you see what I'm saying about stuff like that is you make a name and it's just that's what it was. It was just
Mm-hmm.
Seaside. It was never Chico. It was always you was a part of Seaside. It wasn't
Right,
Chico. I remember you did this, you did that, and that's not something that I want to be known for now.
right. You want your own identity, and you want to be able to just be that guy. I mean, I guess you could say I managed to accomplish that. I made a name for myself, maybe slightly more under the radar than others, for sure. But I mean,
But the thing is that if like when you heard of Mr. Smiley, it wasn't the Smileys. It was Mr. Smiley, the one that led it all.
it's ironic though too because I wasn't even responsible for a good chunk of that shit. There were people
But
that
that's
were
the
under
thing.
me, so I mean, they managed to. It was kind of in the name of the Smiley, so I guess in that sense it was still my fault. But I
But
guess
that's the
yeah.
thing. You gotta remember, you.
Want someone
Huh,
here?
no, there's a tag on the jetty. It says the hidden. Huh.
Oh, the hidden.
Well,
Shit. Were they claiming this fucking place is theirs? What the fuck?
that. See, if this was 5 years ago, we probably would have gone and go smoking. But this is a different time, so I don't see the need. But as I was going back to what I was saying, see, yes, maybe a lot of the things were done under you, but you got to remember that you were the leader, you were the figure, the face of it all. So whatever they done, it fell on you. Just like when I was a part of Seaside, whatever I've done fell back on my leader and my people. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's the same.
Well,
But I
how?
feel like you and I meeting is kind of fate in a way.
Well, what is it that you intend to do to try and make something your own or whatever, or have your
Something that I guess the best thing that I could say is something that I'm extremely good at.
Okay. Well, I mean, it sounds like you're good at a very specific thing, something that I'm familiar
I
with.
am probably one of the best.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there is a lot more sick-minded people, but I wouldn't call them sick because I do have, you know, I do feel the same way. So I guess more would be beautifully gifted.
Hmm.
Probably be the proper term to use for that.
I see. So the way I kind of see it, if you wanted to kind of be that guy, what I did, um, now, I mean, obviously, yes, there are the gangs and there's the families. Like people start their groups and their clubs and whatnot. It got a hierarchical design, and everything is set up in a very specific kind of way. But you see, the way I kind of did it, it was more free form. It was more by the numbers. It was not by the numbers. It was more organic. It was more. I mean, I'm not saying building a gang or a club or whatever isn't organic, because it is. But like, there's certain, what's the word? There's certain traditions that are followed and certain ways in which, you obviously you can't just invite anybody, I guess. Oh, okay, okay. Let me try and think about what I'm
I
trying to
know what
say
you
here.
mean. I know what you
But
mean.
like, it's basically like, you find people that you find interesting. Like, I found a lot of people that I found interesting that had weirdness to them, quote unquote. And I was just like, that person seems interesting. I might want to learn more about them, and I might want to slowly but surely bring them into the fold of whatever the hell it is that I'm doing. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be some sort of, like I said, not a gang, not a club. It's just an idea. Like, say, you give somebody a task. Hey, if you do this, maybe, we can talk about doing this later. And, you're building a kind of relationship with this person. And then you build a relationship with that person, you build a relationship with another person, you build a relationship with another person, and it's just like a repetitive process to where you get all of these different people who rely on you and are interested in you for what you are bringing to them. Like, like I know the example that I'm probably going to use is not probably wouldn't necessarily be your scene, but like,
Hmm.
a cult of personality, a sort of charismatic leader who promises things, and, well, may not ever be equipped to deliver those things, but the people under you would essentially wait until that day comes. Like, they wouldn't betray you. You know what I mean? They would stay
Yeah.
with you until the day of reckoning comes, the day of judgment, which again may never come. But their mind is kind of yours to command, if that makes any sense. I mean, it sounds cultish, I know, but like,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying that seems to be more. It's less about the gang shit and more about the you shit, if that makes any sense. You are the one that is revered, you are the one that is feared, you are the one that is respected. And even if you can't really deliver the promise, it doesn't matter, because those people are already under your thumb and they believe in what you have to say. Does that make any sense at all?
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. So here is an idea. What if you do things differently this time? And by that, I mean you are the face of it all, just like you were before, but there is somebody in the shadows. Somebody only you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Let's say You are the face, and I'm in the shadow. You only know who I am. But whenever there's times for a meeting to occur or anything of the sort, persona is shown to the world. But again, you are the only one that knows who is truly behind the mask.
Mm-hmm. Well, what... I'm trying to,
What would be the objective?
yes. I'm trying to just figure out what the objective is here and what someone in my position would be doing for the one in the shadows.
Gathering information.
That is
When
a
I,
thing.
and that is, you gather information about, you know, certain things going down, certain people. You know what I mean? Like, let's say if I throw a curveball here. Not saying this is per se like a first thing that I want you to do, or am I giving you this as a thing? But it's just as an example. If I was to say like Rami, you and the ones under you would be gathering information on him,
Mm-hmm.
and then once there you guys accumulated enough, then you and I will have a sit down, and we see if we can do something about that, right? We could see and plan our next steps because it would have to be thought out. And like you said, you enjoy the slow and patient game, which I do as well. We can do things like little things, cut his brake line, or shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Until that we can get him in our grasp, and then that's when the fun truly begins.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It is a, this is an example, right? This isn't an
Hmm.
actual thing that you're thinking about now, is
No,
it?
no, 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 not at all, no, no. Rami's cool as fuck. There's no. I just say Rami because that's sort of be like
Mm.
that's a name that's just on the top of my head. But I'm not saying like it has to be a Rami. I could just say it could be like somebody like John
Right.
Smith. You
Ah,
know,
got you. Got you.
that's like that would be it. Where you just gathering information. You would, you could even probably even infiltrate him even solely closer, where you are creating a friendship with him and just to get his guard down. And then we plan it so we're to the point where you lead him up to the hills where I am there awaiting, and you and I take care of the issue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like where you're going with this. I like where you're going with this. See, the problem,
Again,
the one issue I have though is that I do have people that are close to me, uh,
mhm,
even now. So it would be if we were to have this sort of association, um, and this is still I would argue this is still all very theoretical because we literally you just picked me up off the side of the road and we
oh,
just
of
kind of
course.
started talking about this. But theoretically speaking, if this were to happen,
Mhm.
um, I do have you know my family, however small they are now,
You're
with
worried
potential for
about
growth again. It's just like I typically don't keep secrets from them, but I mean,
well, this will be one secret you will have to keep, and that's be my identity. That's the
I
only
see.
thing.
Well, here's the
Everything
thing.
else is,
Could I imply that I am working with somebody, but just not tell them who that is? Because
of
that
course.
I have had clients, who have, remained anonymous. I guess in my line
Of
of work.
course, you can say you have somebody you talk to, somebody you're working closely with, but that's it. They don't need to know my identity. You're the only one that's gonna know. You and I are gonna be. What would be the? I guess you would say partners in crime. I guess is the
Mm.
lamest term, but nobody else will know that I am me. Everybody else will refer me to as whatever this an alias would be.
Mr. Nasty?
I don't know about Mr. Nasty, but
No, no.
we'll come with that. But and then there is things like obviously you and I would have discussions about who's off the table and who's on the table.
Of course.
Like you have your people, and your people will be completely off the table. Just
Mm-hmm.
like people that I am cool with will be completely off the table. However, if there is somebody that isn't in your direct circle that you are close with, but you're not scared to part with, then that's fine. Because I have people like that where I have people who are close to me in circle, but there is people that are also close to me, but I really don't care what happens to them. If that makes sense. If they put themselves in that situation, I'm not going overboard for them, but there is people that I will go overboard for.
Back in the day, I definitely would agree with you there. There's certainly some folks that made their own bed, for sure. Yeah. If that were to be the case, then yes, I would definitely be open to, I guess, that conversation. Like, hey, if somebody fucked up, then they gotta they gotta pay the piper.
But there's also things that could be done in too. Is let's say you have somebody that you're typically close with, but you want to send a message.
Mm-hmm.
That could be arranged as well. However, no physical harm will be done. It's just more of you show them what can happen if they continue down their path.
Mm-hmm. No, I get you. I get you. It sounds once again, it sounds familiar to me in a lot of ways. Okay, okay. So, what I'm gathering here, though, is that you seem to be interested, though, in information gathering, as it were, but, is this only for the specific purposes of a brand of justice? Is this for, like,
I mean, I wouldn't say only justice. I would just say for could be many things, right? It could be because I don't look at this as a sort of a gang, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, you guys need to grind up materials or grind this and grind
well,
that.
yeah, that's what I try to
No,
avoid that shit as much as possible. Thing
it's
is that
all
me and my
about.
people are doing that a lot lately, and it's just like, man, I just hate doing it. But
I do too, and this is why, like I said, this must be fate because I was thinking about what can I do that I know that I'm good at, and that's not doing the grind. I can't grind to save my life, but doing something like this is something that I enjoy the most, and it's just like basically just all information is power.
hmm
That's why I say information is everything. So, of course, for a very long time, that's not going to be our objective. But gaining the knowledge and knowing things, like let's say like there's a person in the wilderness and you that you know about that you don't think anybody knows about. You come to me with that info, and that's something that's information. Information
Mm-hmm.
is power, and that's just only going to help us in the long run. And then,
Agreed.
with me being who I am and me being potentially a part of something greater in the future, I could have the opportunity to put some hardware in your hands that is needed.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I like where you're going with this.
So it's like a mutual benefit. You guys are giving me info. I'm still doing what I'm doing just on a regular day-to-day basis. And then, as our things align together, then I'll be you could think of me as a soul connect for what we're doing.
Okay.
But also a big part of it as well because I'm gonna be right there at your side when we need to take care of something.
Hmm.
And that's like the main reason why, like, I say I have to be in the shadows. It's because obviously, if Seaside becomes a thing again or whatever that is, of course I'm gonna be with them because that's my family. But this little thing that we got going on is gonna be something that I hold dearly to my heart because it's my personal thing that I'm doing with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
It's
yes.
my home away from home.
I get you. I get you. Hmm. I mean, I'm not gonna say no to having somebody, to potentially rely on. I certainly could use uh, more people like that. Um, I'm not the most social person out there. I'm going to admit, Chico, despite the fact that I have been able to build a lot of things on my own. You know, it's hard out there sometimes for me to, I guess, connect with other people. But, I mean, I'm willing to give it the old college try. And I mean, if I do find out some information about things of potential interest, I could certainly send it your way. Um, Now, like, I guess the question would be is, like, I feel like a lot of information tends to spread very quickly. So, I often wonder if, by the time that I would give you information about something, if it would be something that was already widely known by literally everybody. So I'm wondering if you would rather have information that is more contained as opposed to, you know, widely accessible once it becomes, known. If you understand what I'm
Either
saying?
or. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. But either or, even if it's widely known or not, I would still like to know about it. And the reason for that is because regardless if I know about, the meth situation or
Mm-hmm.
weed situation, it's more so that you and I could have a conversation, I guess you could say.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And it just goes back to the information. It's
Right.
just like whether the information may be, you know, useless, I'll let you know, hey, that's
Mm-hmm.
useless information. Let's not go on that. Let's go on
Right.
something else. But it's not gonna be like, no, I don't want to hear it. It's just more so is I appreciate you taking your time out and thinking of me and telling me,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I think this is of importance for you to look at. And
Right.
you know, I could take it as maybe this is something that I need to do, or maybe this is something that's already known by me. But I won't overlook at the fact that you coming to me and thinking of me as some important factor, you know?
Right. Suppose before I forget, here's my card.
Obviously, you know, you could save me as Chico in your phone, but
I suppose
when
that's a question,
we
actually. I probably shouldn't save you, actually, as Chico, because, like, if I. Okay, let's say that my phone gets taken, you know, I'm sure somebody could. I mean, I guess me just having your number doesn't really, or even having your
no,
name really
no, because at
matters,
the end of the
because, you know,
day,
everybody might have your number if you're giving it out to, you know, a lot of people.
because at the end of the day, this we would never have conversations in person or over the phone. I mean, we would never have text messages like that or calls over the phone. We would always meet up and talk. And there's gonna be
Okay.
times where I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna, hey, Kenneth, we want to just ride around, talk, have a chit chat, want to go do something together. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be seen that you and I gonna have a friendship, but nobody's gonna know the deeper meaning to it because
Mm-hmm.
when the time comes, you and I will have different phones, different SIM cards, whenever we're doing things like that in that nature. Okay, so we're gonna be able to cover our tracks better.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have obviously we're gonna have this main phone just for
I
regular
almost, if we do have to
everyday
use
things.
phones, I would prefer payphones, presuming that they are
Of course,
functioning.
yeah, of course. But like I said, it's more so it's just gonna be a phone call. We need to meet, and then we're gonna have certain areas where we're gonna meet. That is just always gonna be we're known to each other. And then we're just gonna go to that meeting spot. We're gonna have our meeting, and then we will go our separate ways.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Sounds simple enough. Suppose actually in exchange for that, I could also provide, I suppose, information on people that could be of interest to you, assuming that you wish to, like I said before, kind of build something of your own. Uh,
Yes,
and perhaps you could do the same for me.
exactly. Like I could just, you know, if I meet somebody interesting, because I may not be social as well, but I guess I would say I'm a little bit more social than you.
Yeah, probably.
So so if I get a read on somebody that may be interesting, then you know we could have a conversation where you and I are here, and I'll tell you the name. Let's say, for example, this is a made up name. I don't know if this person exists, but Sadie Johns.
Mm-hmm.
Sadie Johns is a psychopath, and think she may do well under somebody like you. And I think you maybe need to watch out for her and look at some more info and see if she's a great fit for you. You know, and then even if this person that you introduced me to isn't a person that would be entirely a part of something like an organization or something, but somebody that can be useful to me in a sense of they are good grinders of materials or good at, you know, something, you know?
Right, right, right. No, I get you. I get you. Yeah, yeah. There is one thing that I could also provide you. Now, this one is a little bit more complicated, and you probably, I'm gonna be blunt, you probably wouldn't want to do it. But
Okay.
if you wanted to do it, if it went in that direction, if there was somebody who both pissed you off for one reason or another, or let's say, despite the fact that they pissed you off, instead of you deciding to kill them, you decide to, let's say, make them one of your own. I I have a history of making people see things my way. Uh, I
I'm
have
all for that.
Yes, I have methods that I have utilized in order to make those people, like I said, see things my way. It takes about a week to complete, but it is a thing that I am capable of doing. It, of course, would require work, and it doesn't necessarily always work. I'm going to be blunt with you. You have to have a willing subject. You know, they have to be willing to do it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
And
I get
yes,
what you mean.
yes, yes. And but if it is something that you're interested in, and we are able to finagle that, that is a service that I could certainly provide you as well. And I would make them listen to you, not me.
Nah, I mean, regardless, I would still keep it that they listen to you because the way I see it is you put in so much effort, so much time. I don't want to take away from the things that you are doing, right? So when I say that is you are still the leader of this. I'm just a partner of it, you know? You and
Right.
I are solely partners. You don't listen to me, I don't listen to you, but we come together and we have a meeting together and work it out together instead of me telling you this is how things need to be done. No,
Right.
it's you
Okay.
and I figuring things out together.
Okay. Yeah.
But those people that you get under your spell will still listen to you because again, this is your operation. I'm just working with you intently close.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate that. We don't step on each other's toes, and we provide the goods, I guess, for each other, and
Hmm.
both reap the benefits in our own little way.
Exactly.
No, I like this. I like the sound of it. Uh, I think it could certainly go places. Um, but
Life is about taking chances. You never
true.
know what could happen if you don't take that leap of faith.
Ain't that the truth? Hm. It was rather fortuitous that you found me.
I just seen you walking by yourself and literally just wanted to give you a ride because I've been in that situation where I don't have a destination. I don't know where I'm going. I feel lost in the world. And then I said, fuck it. Today's my day of doing a good deed. Did I think that it was going to turn into this? No. But I'm glad
I
I
certainly
did.
didn't either. What if I was like, I don't know, Stephen Hayes or something?
You know, I still think I would have still gave that ride
Of course.
because, like I said, it was just, it was, I don't think I had any I don't think I had any intention of no, it's not that's not what it is. I guess my intention was just making a new friend, I guess.
I get you. Well, I guess you've got a friend in me then.
I'm glad.
Do you have any sort of current, I suppose, projects, or is everything tentative at the moment?
Well, more so as I need to make money. I
Yeah,
don't
so do
come
I.
around I don't come around as much as I used to because of Liberty City things. And
Right.
whenever I did wake up in the city, it was just like I said, I was just always trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with myself. And then now I feel like this is giving me like a bigger sense of purpose, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, hmm. See, I'm very much skirting on the edges of revealing at least one thing I know, but it's not exactly the most important thing, and it's obviously something that you would have to keep entirely to yourself. But it's
Of
it's
course.
it's 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 and again, it's not necessarily information that you know would be pertinent to you. But I suppose if the day came where we needed to act for whatever reason, whether it be to recruit this individual or to end this individual, it is something to keep in the back of your mind. Again,
Of
it's not
course.
anything to do with like drugs or alcohol or any sort of,
Again,
yeah,
it's not it's still information. So this
right.
is something like you said. This is just a placeholder, something that we may look into deeper in the future.
So, I guess this is one bit of gossip I have. Not really gossip, it's actually true, but, um,
Uh-huh.
is that, did you ever have any knowledge of the perfume killer, uh, back in the day?
Not sure. I don't recall.
Okay, well, uh, he, like, attacked and skinned quite a lot of people for their perfumes, and, he, he was tried and he was convicted and he got out. That's just kind of what it's kind of what happens. And he lived his life as a normal person, uh, and he went by his name was Delman Hami. Uh, 5 years later, Delman Hami no longer exists. However, Joshua Lanigan does. I don't know if you've seen that name on Twitter or on the
I
other
don't think I
pages.
have.
Well, food for thought. Joshua Lanigan, if you see him twatting about his race, Joshua Lanigan is Delman Hami.
Oh, he's the perfume killer.
Yes. As far as I know, he hasn't done anything bad or anything uh, worthy of any sort of issue. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is meaningless. However, one day it could mean something. That's all I'm saying.
So this is no. Listen, this is exactly what I mean. This is perfect information, and I say that because if you if you have the very inkling that this is something that may occur, then this is a time where I'll tell you, get close to him. See
Well, I've already been
if he
fairly
can
close to him,
be
that's for sure.
good. See if he could be an asset or he's going to be a detriment. Because if
Okay.
he's going to be an asset, then we can probably use him. Try
Mm-hmm.
to, you know, transform him into something that we can use. But if
Absolutely.
he's a detriment, then we'll take care of it.
Okay. It's just that you you've gave me the opportunity to reveal something that, I've known about for a little while now. So, this was
It's like a relief off your
it is
shoulders.
actually.
That's what you see, but you see why I'm saying that whether you think it may be useless or not, things like that, you can get it off your shoulder and we can discuss things and see how to I guess I guess what I'm saying is you may know what you want to do in a situation, but you
Mm-hmm.
have somebody that's going to give you a different opinion or maybe validate your feelings.
Yeah.
So then you could be like, so I wasn't wrong in thinking that this is what I should do, or I wasn't wrong for feeling this way, or maybe I was wrong and now I see this in a different light. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just that you have me to help you through those times.
Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, there you go. That's already I had something for you. It was I can probably find more things. I certainly know a lot of interesting people. So, I sup- I mean, obviously, that stays with you. Yes.
Oh, of course. Like these like things like that. It's not that I'm gonna go sharing with people because this is our lifestyle, right? So we know the lengths that we want to go for it. So I wouldn't sit here and go to my family seaside and be like, "Oh, we're not seaside," but you know what I mean. I wouldn't go back. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this and that. This is what the person like. I'm not gonna go and do that because this is a lifestyle that is completely different than what that they are creating there.
Right.
See, this network of information like this would be something that I keep to myself because this is not something that everybody should know about.
Mm-hmm.
But if you was to come back to me and oh, I found this guy that he may look intriguing, then I go check it out and then I decide if that's something that I need to tell my boys about or not.
Mm-hmm.
But things like this about you finding somebody or you knowing somebody that's doing this, that has nothing to do with them. That is the situation that we need to deal with within whatever we create this is to be.
Right.
Now, my question is, do you want to keep it as the Smileys or would you want to change it
Oh,
into
I mean,
something
I've
different?
already been pimping out the Smiley name
Oh God.
on the yellow pages, so I mean, or the lemon pages, or whatever the hell they're called
I
these
guess the
days.
lemon list now.
Yes, yes. I mean, essentially the Smileys are kind of, for all intents and purposes, a quote unquote gang now. We're not. I mean, again, we're not exactly doing. I mean, we are kind of doing some stuff like there is some work that we're doing, but we're not doing what we would normally do.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to stay that way for the foreseeable future. But again, if there is a good reason to target somebody, or to bring somebody in, or what have you, that will be. It's not going to be like I said, like random people or people that I just want to fuck with just for the sake of fucking with them. It would be people that are actually being targeted for, you know, a good reason.
Yeah, of
You know.
course. So what are you guys up to right now? You guys like grinding materials and stuff like that?
Uh,
It's so hard to say like grinding, but it's something that needs to be done at this point in
I
time
mean,
because there's
yeah,
not much else things to be done.
we are definitely grinding as much as we can. We okay, this might be a good maybe not. Because it's just like if you want to. Oh! I mean, I guess you don't have to make your connection. Like, I can obviously keep that, like, oh, yeah, I don't know who that guy is, but, like, I do have one of my people is, she does distill moonshine and shit. I don't know if you have any interest in that, but she does sell it.
I do actually.
Okay, well, she does sell it. I could perhaps. You see, I'm just trying to figure out how I would connect you without revealing our hand here. Uh, I mean, that's
Yeah.
up to you whether or not you would want to, It's just because it's just like, obviously you can't just call her and be like, oh, hey, I heard that you're selling some stuff. So,
No, 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 no. Of course not. That's not something. But you know what you could do is just you and I are just hanging out with each other. We're just talking like buddies.
mm-hmm.
Then that she may end up her tagging along with us, and then we just let the conversation flow, and then we see where it goes from there. You know what I mean? Like it's just a
Right.
slow and steady.
I suppose one person you could talk to find out organically uh, how his connect would be to speak to Joseph Arrowhead. He's the one who is her like number one customer. Uh, so if you were to engage with Joseph Arrowhead and it came up organically from his side, if you managed to sort of poke him in the right direction, he could theoretically mention his Moonshine Connect.
Okay, so you see, like I have a grin on my face because right there again you think it may be useless information, but that's information about something that leads me into something that I need. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you giving me something like a heartstring to pull on. Like, hey, you could talk about this and that, and maybe they could lead you to this and that. That is something that I value so much, and people don't understand that. Like, people just think, yeah, just have this information, and you can get meth, or you could do weed, you could do this, but it's just like learning something that you learned about somebody else is just an intriguing feature.
Then I suppose we're already off to a pretty good start then with this relationship.
Yes, indeed. And okay, so now how many people do you consist of with the Smileys? I guess you could say.
Well, it's not quite. We are definitely down bad, as it were. There's me, technically three others. Technically three others. I mean, the third is sort of missing in action at the moment. They have been around, but they've gone missing again, so that's a thing. So we are not necessarily. I mean, I am looking into possibly bringing some more people in for sure. There's at least one person that I'm interested in, but uh, that needs to be gauged more before I can make a
See,
solidifying
what
move.
this is also a good thing as well because as I said, you and I, we are friends now. So you and I hanging out together isn't something that's going to be unnatural, right?
Right.
But let's say you bring over potential, person that you want to introduce into our ways,
Mm-hmm.
me hanging out with you, I can gauge the situation and read the room. And then you and I could have a sit down just like this where we can talk. And I could tell you my thoughts on that said person.
Right.
So to them, it's just a couple friends hanging out. But to you and I, we are just watching closely, seeing how they handle certain situations. And
I
that could
like
be
it.
just
I
like
like it.
the start of everything. And then whenever we want to take it up a notch, then we can set up a meet where she meets up with, again, whatever my alias is. I don't know what my alias is. I was thinking of Mr. Zero or or Mr. Frowny or so. I don't fucking know yet. It's just I'm thinking, right? But whatever it is, you are the one that's gonna know whoever is behind the mask.
Okay.
But then it could be something like I said. We could bring them to an area where they would have somebody. Like let's say Billy Bob was fucking with us before, and this just so happened that he came across where we can use, let's say, Sadie, and see what her intent to do with them. And if she isn't on par with it, then we take care of it accordingly. But if she is, then we can see where her mindset is. And we'll worry about the details on how we take care of it later on down the line.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just like ideas of what we can do.
Okay. Well, sounds like I'll say tentatively, it sounds like, the start of a beautiful friendship.
Indeed, it does.
By the way, you wouldn't happen to have any food on you now, would you? Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I kind of stopped and got some food before I ended up coming this way to come and pick up my $20 check.
Oh, nice.
So how is your funds looking at the moment?
I'm just a little shy of $4,000, I had a
What the
lot
fuck have you
more, but
been
I've been
doing?
spending some money, probably where I shouldn't, but.
What do you do to make money?
I mean, as much as I hate doing it,
Grime?
yeah, I have been grinding, sanitation, also, like, tow, the usual stuff. I don't typically like doing group 6, or,
What about grime?
I haven't actually done grime, but I heard that it's, like, I don't know, it's as annoying as group 6. At least that's how it was
Yeah, it
described
can
to
be.
me. Like, I get that there's, probably more money to be made there, but it's just, like, like, I'm already somebody who doesn't like grinding, so, I don't know, I like simplistic, quote-unquote, grinding, like, tow is peaceful, and sanitation is okay,
Yeah.
but, also, I mean, the person that is kind of, if I'm being completely honest, wearing the pants of the organization currently, is the one who is, selling the goods. Uh, so, in a sense, her money is kind of our money. Um, so I guess I am part of that. I like to try and push myself as kind of the clean face of the organization. Funnily enough, at least these days. And she's kind of the one who's sort of the other side. Um, so at this stage, she's kind of the one making a lot of the money. However, like I said, when I want to grind, I do grind, and I can make money, for sure.
I can make money too. I just hate doing it.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
hate
I
doing
just
it
hate
that way.
doing it.
Like more so. I rather just be in the corner selling some drugs. Honestly.
It's never been my style. I've been, believe it or not, mostly living the civ life. Just with a side of murder.
Hmm.
So it's. I still would like to tentatively remain that way. Mostly civilian life, but with the side of some naughtiness here and there.
And I think this is why the relationship is gonna work out perfect because, as you know, I don't think I can do the civ life.
Mm-hmm.
I do enjoy getting into cop chases. I do enjoy robbing banks. I do enjoy doing all of that. But you enjoy the civ, so this is perfect. You can do the civ. You can learn people that may be of use to us, maybe are used to me, maybe are used to you. But this is just it's perfect. You know what they say, opposites attract, and in this situation, it's kind of the same.
Agreed. But to answer your question, yeah, obviously finances are not great right now.
I mean, I'm not doing terrible, but I'm not doing great either. Almost at 20K.
Well,
Oh.
good for you. That's you're practically a rich man compared to me.
Yeah.
Though we are working, I think, on like my associate was talking about, one day getting a house. So I mean, she's gung ho with, you know, getting from point A to point B. So I'm trying my best not to fuck up my relationship with her.
Yeah, but a house is so expensive.
Yeah, it is. But
Your measly $4,000 ain't gonna do that.
yeah. I don't know how much money she currently has, but she has a car, so it's just like, okay, well you own a car. I don't know how many people actually own cars. I mean,
Yeah,
do
I've
you own
seen
a
quite a
car?
few car. No, I don't.
Yeah,
That's a rental.
yeah, I thought so. So the fact that she owns a car of the three of us that are currently active, it makes me believe that actually maybe one day we will have a fucking house.
Well, keep your ear to the ground. Circuit boards. I need a lot of circuit boards.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I can probably get that in uh, in my associate's ear. I suppose. What is the use of that? I'm curious.
It's a way to craft GPUs.
Okay, right. See, we have a computer, but we sort of I don't really know what's going on with that currently. Like, we were on the move. We were going to get, like, the other parts we needed for it, but I don't really know what's going on with it right now. For some reason, my associate hasn't doesn't seem interested in purchasing that shit anymore. I don't really know why, but
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a reason for that. Like what is the use, I guess, of a GPU or a full computer system? Do you know?
Mining.
Is that like the butt coin?
Yep.
So is that like? Uh, See, I was told initially by someone that it was like a way to make money, even while you're sleeping.
Well, I mean, if you look at Bitcoin as a form of money, then yes, it's exactly that.
I see, but I mean, like, is it like what is the? So people are just like what? That are just interested in like buying it for like
It's
specific reason, like.
I would like to think that the Bitcoin is probably going to be useful in the future for like a dark market of sorts.
Okay, so what you're saying? Okay, so you're telling me that it's not actually useful for anything yet.
No, but it's
Okay,
gonna no, it's gonna be something that is for like a dark web or something in the criminal organization of things.
got it. So I guess it works then to get as much of it early as you can. Then yes.
Exactly.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Um. Well then, yeah, I can see about acquiring um some of those.
That would be awesome. And that is just like something that helps me further down my path of what I'm trying to do so that it can benefit us in the future as well.
Okay. It's interesting how none of the hidden have shown up here.
Yeah. Let's go get some food. I'm starving. You actually could drive. I need to be in my head for
Oh,
a sec.
okay.
Wait, you have to use the GPS?
I don't always have to use it, but it is. I am a bit directionally challenged. I'll say that much. So it's amazing that you. My people give me shit all the time for that. So it's pretty par for the course.
All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna be in my head.
All right.
Just if I'm not back in time, just get me a combo and I'll return you the
All
money.
right.
See, another thing that is beneficial about this
Yes.
is if, let's say, if I can't get close to a person because of, what I'm a part of, people will never expect that you can get closer to that person than I need. And
True.
then if I then like I said, it take weeks, months, don't matter. It's just a slow game. Then I'll be able to get my hands on them.
Absolutely.
So what times do you usually be around? Whenever
Well,
you're willing and able.
typically, during this storm, most of the time early on, for a few hours. Today, typically, uh, as long as I like. Um, so hours are definitely open on Saturdays. Um, during the week, yeah, just kind of early on during this storm. What about you?
Usually whenever I can be, but due to Liberty City, I have obligations through Sunday through Wednesday, so I can be around if I'm willing around these times, but
Right.
more so is the next one.
Okay. Well, sometimes I'm around for that one too.
Hello.
Hello. Could I have two combos, please? No lettuce, no tomatoes, and sprunk with extra ice.
That makes sense, right? Go ahead and swipe for me. Your order's 231.
Alrighty.
No, we're not lying.
All right, what can I get for you?
Oh, okay.
Can I get let me get two combos, everything on it, and let me get sprunk with no X.
Got the opposite.
Go ahead and swipe for me. You're 233.
Thank you.
Where'd my drinks go that were just there?
My bad. I think I
What the
should
hell?
be back, brother. I was trying to get my
What?
order ready for a delivery.
What the hell?
The fuck, Richard?
Right, grab your drink off that one.
I'm sorry. Alright, I'll be back.
Gotta remake them and shit. It's not my fucking fault.
This wall is interesting.
A little too interesting, honestly, if you ask me.
231, bro. 231.
Hey, how much are you selling your Jeep for?
Am I 231? Is it two? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's your.
Okay.
Here you go, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Already there, bitch.
Wait, what the fuck?
233 off in the window, fat boy.
Three, bro. Look at that shit, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, this man's diary is like very like light.
Nice. First try.
Yeah. All right, let's go make some money now.
Alrighty.
We can go do some tow.
Okie dokie. If you don't mind driving.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm going to make a phone call though while I guess we go get dressed. Yeah. My currently not girlfriend won the COC seat, so I wanted to congratulate her, but she's not around.
COC?
The citizen oversight thing. I don't remember that. I don't remember the other name, but I think it's basically kind of like a seat on the Council of Eight or something. Representing the civilian side of things. I guess it's an important position. So she speaks for the people now.
Would that be with the mayor's campaign or some shit?
I believe so. Yes.
This person that is your girlfriend, not girlfriend, would that be Ursula?
That would be true.
Have you guys been a thing, not a thing for so long?
We have. So before the before the collapse, you know, we were a thing for a very, 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 very long time. And then, oh, we should probably get changed. I don't know if we can get changed here.
I don't think we can.
So we were together for a good 7 years before she had an issue. An issue to where, you know, she couldn't really feel love or anything for a while. So because of that, we weren't together. So
Yeah.
but she's slowly starting to become herself again. So I don't know. Maybe we might be heading in that direction once more. I don't know. We'll see.
I think it's undershirts, right? In what rack would I be finding it?
Let's see here.
I found it.
Oh, yeah, you're looking good.
Don't feel good.
Huh, interesting. I guess
Yeah,
I could
I
drive.
guess-
Yeah, I could drive there.
Yeah. I guess I felt like I wanted to be driven around like Miss Daisy.
Could you? Okay, yeah, I know this is weird, but could you mark it? Listen, I'm just saying. I think I know where it is, but it's just I need to be sure.
Yeah, just
As if you know where it is. Do you know where it is?
yeah. I
Okay.
could do it. Let me hop over the front and I'll drive.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Like, I'm terrible at manual as well. So when I'm driving a garbage truck, it's just like I shouldn't be driving a garbage truck. I'll just tell you that much.
Well, if you ever need, it's always gonna be the hook on the GPS.
Okay.
And you've been in this city for how long? Are you still
Been
using
in this
GPS?
city for like I don't know, 7, 8 years now or something. I don't know.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, no problem, brother.
All right, Chico Guzman.
Jesus, it's too many people.
Okay, how's your tow truck looking?
My tow truck?
Is it fucked or?
Well, I'm not typically the one who is. It's usually
You guys are
hurt.
about to go do some tow, yeah?
Yes.
You need some tires?
Yes.
Yeah.
Grab 3 of them out of the back of my thing right there. I'm not gonna use them. Just take like the first 3.
All right, I got it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, boys.
I think we'll go here. No, where's the
I think we have to actually get the vehicle. That's what we have to do. As I haven't actually done this myself. I've been with someone else.
I think we need to find the parking.
I believe this is it.
Yeah.
Oop.
All right.
Oh, damn. Are you able to start it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I just gave you just some keys, just in case.
You know, the last time I did this, we had to change like 30 tires, so...
Yeah, there's a lot of people who break their tires a lot. I don't know, people are very senseless drivers that don't know how to drive.
Sounds like Los Santos. Kinda like that guy.
I find a lot of them, they on the juice and stuff. But doing this job, it's kind of, you don't make a lot of money doing it.
No! But, you know, it's, peaceful.
Yeah, I guess you could look at it that way.
And, you know, at least you don't, as far as I know, tow trucks don't get, robbed. I'm not saying that I wouldn't do, you know, G6 or Grime ever. Like, I'm willing to do it. It's just, you know.
I
Oh,
think I would prefer Grime over G6.
fair.
What's up, lady? Yeah, I got you. I get a tire from the back. I'll replace it. I'll take the tire off.
Alrighty. Ah, there you go, ma'am.
Wait, that was a lot more money than I expected.
Wait, how much was that?
241.
Okay. I mean, it does. Listen. Some of these jobs do pay pretty well. I mean, it depends. It kind of depends on where you're at. Like, if you got, you know.
I kind of want to see if we get a Polito job and see how.
I
much
mean,
that's
yeah,
gonna
that might be pretty good. That might be pretty good.
Because 241 just to come over here, that's insane.
I think that explains why there's a lot of people doing this right now.
So now, for us to have like a conversation, we got to think about a place where, I mean, like the jetty is always a good spot because I like the jetty, but as you
It's
can see,
kind of-
people are
Yeah, people
claiming it.
claiming
So
that shit. I know a place.
Hmm?
It's one of my favorite. Actually, can you hear me?
barely.
Well, okay. Look through your eyes for a moment.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's a place. It's one of my favorite kill spots. Could potentially go there. It's. I can probably show it to you. Just so you have it in the back of your mind. It's off the beaten path and nobody really goes there. Although there is a cougar, so I guess that's one thing to maybe watch out for. But the cougar doesn't typically. The cougar only recently showed up, so I'm thinking it doesn't always come around. But it is a nice spot.
mark it on the GPS.
Yeah.
I've gone there plenty of time.
Have you? Shit.
Well, not. Per
Have you gone to
se
the area
that
with the
area.
campfire?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, you have. Okay. I mean, in terms though of like a place that is certainly off the
Off
beaten
the
path.
grid,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't think that anybody's gonna be claiming it though. That's for sure.
No, that's for sure. No, I doubt it. Well, it does seem like it takes a while to get a new fucking job.
Yeah. The jobs do sometimes get a little sporadic. Part of me is wondering if it's because there's so many people working.
Yeah, that could be a reason.
Regardless, though, I mean, I think it gives us time to. Oop.
Do you
I don't know.
know if people started buying gun licenses?
I'm sure they have. Obviously, I can't afford a gun license, but
How much are they?
man, I think, actually, now that I think about it, maybe they're not as expensive as I think. Are they like 35? Or 3,500? Or are they like 35K? That's what I'm trying to figure out in my head.
Oh God, yeah, no, definitely not.
Because if it's like, they might be that expensive. I'm not 100% sure of that yet, though.
Yeah, that would be insane, and I would never get a weapon license.
I think they
I
might
don't
be
think I
being very
could.
choosy about, who they give it to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't give it to me, but I do have a record already.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Well, I
But
mean,
the
do you have
thing
any
is, I don't have.
felonies?
No, no, no. It's not a violent felony, anyways. It's more of a robbery in the way of
Hmm.
me robbing some AC units.
I see. I mean, yeah, you didn't. Yeah, it wasn't violent, so you should be good.
There's like an abandoned house around here. It would also be a good little spot.
Okay.
I think it's more to the right. You know there's a path that you take when you. I think it's over here. When you take when you get on the road before you go towards Sandy. I feel like yes, this is good, but it's kind of in the open too. It wouldn't be great for meeting.
Hmm. I'm trying to look. Let me look at the GPS here, because I mean, there's some places that definitely. Okay, there is a place actually. Speaking of like barns, like back there, like we could probably use the opportunity to find shit. Where is it? It's actually honestly probably not too far from where we were at.
We can always just do the winery.
I mean, yeah, that's also definitely an option.
Or we could just, be
Spontaneous, I suppose.
Ad's room.
What was that?
Mount Chiliad's room.
Oh, okay, okay. I don't go up Mount Chiliad too often, so that's definitely a place. But there is like a location. There's like a barn that's pretty mostly closed off. I don't think people go there, but I mean, there's always potential. And then there's also, I guess, maybe some spots on the Mount Gordo we could maybe go on as well.
Yeah.
just to be different, you know, not to go to the obvious spots out in Chiliad. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out as time comes. Where the fuck is the jobs, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. It's taking a minute here. Oh, there we go.
Got one. Finally. Is it in Polito?
No, it's near Tongva Valley.
Oh, okay. It's kind of far, but not that far.
It actually might be a tow job, though. Maybe. We'll see. By the way, that Beau Babcock Appleton was the husband of Sebastian Appleton. Don't know if you ever knew Sebastian.
Sebastian, his name does like ring a bell.
He was the creator of the Neon Tigers.
Okay.
Which, the Neon Tigers are still a thing, but, he is
Sebastian
he's not part of it, though.
Oh, okay. So the way you sound, it was like he probably died or some shit.
Oh, no, he's alive. He's just, I don't know, I think probably off on a grand adventure. But his husband's still around.
So are they still an item, or they broke up?
Last I heard, they, were on the verge of divorce, so, I'm guessing that, they're not together.
See, that's the biggest fear of me getting married. Is I don't want to do with that. Like, you know, if I'm putting a ring on your finger, then I want it to be that we are 100% in this to win it. If not, then I don't want it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been with, like I said, I've been with Ursula for technically over 7 years, and we've never really even discussed the idea of that, you know? It's never really come up. I mean, it's kind of come up sometimes, but, like, it's not, like... I don't feel like it's really important, honestly. And she's been married before, and it's kind of ended badly for her, so, you know... I'm not in it to,
Yeah, I do recall she was married to Sedgwick, I believe.
She wasn't married to him. She was, I think they were engaged. But they never actually got around to getting married. Hello, sir.
Yeah, I could change the tire, no problem.
Don't worry, sir. We got this. We got this. You almost died, sir. Flying off into the ravine. We wouldn't want that now, would we?
No tire. Wait, 257.
I think you got more than me.
How much did you get?
I got 213.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah, sometimes it jobs like that. I think you have to do it a lot. I don't know. How many times have you done this?
Not that much.
Hmm. We could also look for, you know, if there's anybody parked, you know, wrong, then, you know, we could pick up their car. We have to go through, like, the process. We're supposed to take a picture, though, of some of these cars. Thing is that
Yes.
I can't exactly do that.
Cause look, he's parked a little more forward. You see, he's not
Mhm.
on the thing.
I guess it's your discretion.
Have you done that where you well you said you can't take a picture, but like how much would you think that would be?
Oh man, that's. I'm not really sure. It's. I think just normal jobs are probably like jobs we just find while we're on the move are probably I'd say in the hundreds, maybe 180.
Interesting.
It's been a minute though since I've done tow myself, so.
I'm actually gonna head down to the south side. I want to buy me a pad.
Very
I
well.
have one.
I've also learned that if you just dig into some dumpsters, you do some dumpster diving, you could probably find some interesting things.
Really?
Yes.
Going into it, you have to look at it alternatively.
Yes.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
What have you? What can you find?
I mean, again, it's one of those things I've learned from my associate. I myself haven't exactly done it much, but like you can just find some like she found some shit that she could take down to the to the sewers and exchange it with the dude down there to give what was it the materials or whatever the fuck she needed to, you know, make her own shit or something along those lines, and just like random shit like that, like, you know, whatever the, you know, the guy down below was interested in selling.
Oh, to make the shine.
Yeah. Or make some water.
Yeah, I did hear about like you needed to do that in the sewers. But the sewers is pretty toxic.
Yeah, it is. What
Oh,
you
it's like you
have to
need a
do
lot of
is you have to.
bandages.
Yeah. You got to get like 100+ bandages at least, maybe a little less, and you'll be good as long as you're not down there for too long. And but eventually, if you are down there long enough, intermittently, you will get used to it.
I would imagine so.
I haven't gotten used to it yet, but
I think they said it was about 8 hours or something like that.
ugh.
Yeah.
Like my friend was able to just sit there for like, I don't know, 5 hours, 6 hours straight.
I can't do that.
Yeah, neither can I.
There is some dumpsters here, so let's see. just felt like I'm opening it the regular way.
Wait, were you not able to see?
No.
Uh, interesting. Because, I mean, it's... Where'd he go?
I don't see the dude.
Are you
You see
having...
the dude?
you see, oh, yeah, I see the dude. You might be having problems with your eye.
Yeah. How much is the pistol pad?
150.
That's plus tax.
Something like that. You want me to get one for you? Okay.
Yeah, get it. Everyone.
There you go.
Appreciate it. Yeah. So, what was you saying? What was you saying about this over here?
So I mean, so are you using your alternative eye?
Yeah, yeah. Like I just feel like I'm opening it, but is that like what I'm supposed to be doing?
Well, you're supposed to be. You should be able to. Are you able to open the stash that you within
Yeah,
there?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Do you just not see anything when you open it?
yeah. Do you see something when you open it?
Yeah, I see a discarded Pixel tablet. I see a news tape. I see hats.
Let me see if this one. I did those two over there. Let me see this one. Yeah, no, I see that. Yeah. So
Okay,
that's
so
what you're saying. Like, so it's like that, similar to that. Then okay.
yeah, yeah.
No, because so I initially thought that you would just be like easing your way into the stash. You know what I mean?
Nah. You gotta work for it. You know, you gotta really.
Yeah.
And there we go.
I mean, we made a lot of more money than I thought we would be making. Cause like when I first started doing this, I was just getting like 120 like
Yeah.
per thing, and it's just like, fuck, it's not worth it.
It's possible.
But I
that
mean, if we're getting 200
Yeah.
per each, then it's kind of worth it. Because if we do 5, that's 1,000, and if we do 10, that's 2. And then if we get like a couple going up to like Toledo, then maybe it's worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose the one other job that we could possibly do as well is a, not a mechanic. Well, okay, it is kind of Mosley's mechanic.
I know,
but,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
That we, me and my friends, we did that, and we got actually $1,000 for one job recently. So that was actually,
Really?
yeah.
Interesting.
That was a Polito job, I believe.
Oh, we're back here again. Oh, I feel like we're gonna need to cancel this job.
Now, the problem I have with this one is, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, you were already a step ahead of me.
Yeah. Just feel like the car wasn't gonna be around, so I just
Yeah.
had to abandon the job. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Got excited thinking that we was gonna fucking get some more work done, but nope. But I'm kinda ready to do the Mosleys. $1,000 to go to Politos, shit. And I feel like we get those jobs a lot quicker than these.
I'll leave that to your discretion. Yeah.
I
That's-
think because there's a lot of people doing these slow jobs.
Yeah.
But I'll make my way towards there, and if we end up getting there and no job comes, and we just switch it out. Yeah.
All right, good deal.
Making money is the name of the game.
So they say.
Money rules the world, so I think this probably is something that we need to get done. And it doesn't seem like we got a job, so yeah. Do I park? Wait, is it parked here or?
I believe so.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hey!
Whoa.
That was my fucking bed!
That was
Yo,
my car. What do you
the hell?
mean?
Oh, you guys think you deserve the car when I'm riding on the back and neither of you notice because you're too busy
Wait.
talking about making $1,000 per job
Wait,
or
how
some
long were you?
bullshit?
You were
Hell
back there
yeah.
for that long? What the fuck?
I was back there from dick clickers or whatever the fuck all the way until now.
Dick clickers?
Whatever,
How the
click
fuck did
lovers.
we not notice that?
The electronics place.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you're lucky I didn't have a gun.
Holy God.
Why would we be lucky you don't have a gun? Like you actually gonna do something about that?
Because you didn't see me. You got to be aware of your surroundings.
Well, we was indulged in conversation.
Have a good day, sir. Or night. Ain't that about a bitch?
I think. Alright, let's go. Wait, I think we got my.
Yeah, I think we could.
Yeah, 241 and 257. Okay, so you are gonna be driving this car, while I'll drive the cars and get them fixed up and all that. Some of the times they are manual cars as well, so
Okay.
and I know how to drive the stick, so. And you know I have a better sense of direction.
Good.
Oh,
always
man.
presume to drive whenever you're with me.
Yeah, but the best thing about this is all you have to do is just pretty much just stay in the area where we're going, and then that's it.
Sometimes even that can prove a challenge.
Oh no.
So we'll see how this goes.
Wait, we can't work at night?
Wait, what?
Huh?
Oh shit. Okay. Well, never
Hey,
mind then. I guess I
yeah.
guess we can't work here at night. Okay,
Alright,
they're
let's go.
closed.
Yeah, what the fuck? Okay, I guess we're going back to towing.
111.
I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
So I
Oh,
guess if we wanted to do this, then I guess we'll do Mosley's during the day and towing at night.
Well, I suppose that fits.
That sucks. Yeah, you wasn't playing when you said there's a lot of fucking people. Holy shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yo, yo.
Hello, hello.
What up, what up?
Swan, it's me, Scotty Double Dark.
Oh, no.
Oh damn. We don't have any motherfuckers back there, do we?
Well, I guess we need to definitely look for that now.
Probably should get some more tires too while we're at it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was talking to you. I was looking through my eyes, so I didn't see anybody go back there.
Yeah, me neither.
You ain't worth a piece of dog shit.
Alright, go get the tires. I'm gonna get a repair on this real quick.
Alright.
Cause this shit is fucked.
Wait, what?
That good, man?
Okay.
I think I'm going to the feds, Lenny.
What the hell? Shit. don't think I. Hello there. We're
Oh,
trying
hi.
trying to buy some tires.
How many do you need?
Like 3.
Okay, I got you.
Do you guys use the old tires or no?
No, you can scrap them at the tow yard.
Okay.
3 tires, gonna be $101, and there you
Okay.
go. Thank you so much.
There you go.
Appreciate it. Have a good one,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
too.
You too. We got a job in Sandy, so
Oh,
hopefully
okay.
this one
Good.
goes
Good. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Ah! A little too close there.
All right, I'm hoping for at least 500.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think it's. I'm gonna say maybe good 280. But we'll see.
Oh, you gotta be optimistic, not pessimistic.
I'll say that it's best to be pessimistic, because then you'll be surprised that at what you actually get. You know, you can't be disappointed if you expect disappointment.
Well, true, but I guess you need to just be a little bit more optimistic because I guess if you negatively think things through, then that negative response is what you get.
I suppose.
Oh, luckily enough, we wasn't talking about anything crazy with that dude on the back, you know?
I know. Jesus God.
But I mean, I guess it's kind of a good thing that happened because it kind of
Yeah, now we know to
made me
pay
think
attention to that.
about- Yeah, it made me think about how complacent I've been, and I need to get back into what I used to be and checking my surroundings of everything and being more, attentive to things. Hopefully this is like a tow job or something. I think the tow jobs pay a little bit more, do they not?
I believe so. I think it kind of depends on where you're going. Like, if we're dropping it off at... I don't know if there's a difference between dropping it off in Los Santos and... Oh. Dropping it off in, Toledo or,
Yeah.
I think Sandy has one, or is that Grapeseed?
No, I do remember Sandy having one as well. I think it's like here at the gas station. That is gonna be on our left. Like right over here. Like by the tree. There's one there. Yeah, I got you. I'll fix your tire.
Actually got probably more tires than we needed.
All right, let's see who's gonna win here, the pessimists or the optimists.
We'll see. Let's see how this goes. Honestly, you'll probably get paid more than me anyway. Yep. I guess the pessimist wins this round. I mean, did you get 213?
249. No, I got 249.
It's like, you got more than me.
I thought it would be a lot more going up to Sandy, but no. How did we end up getting more like from the city? I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how payments are rendered. It's confusing. Tow management is very confusing.
Yes, indeed it is. But on the bright side, you made profit already for the 3 tires.
Yeah. I guess that's one good thing. Spending money to make money.
I've always hated that idea, but I mean, it's kind of in everyday life because I mean, I had to spend money to get drugs and stuff like that, and then make the money. So,
There's my favorite place to the right. I don't know how. What is your longest jail sentence?
I think it was 720 months.
I certainly have you beat on that front.
Oh, I can imagine you was probably there for a couple years.
I guess you could. A couple years is definitely a tame way of putting it. Take a guess. Take a guess.
I want to say 30 years.
Higher.
65.
Higher.
What, 120?
Higher.
What the fuck? Like what? 145?
Higher.
Hey!
Oh.
Come over, gonna lift back to the city, guys.
Yeah, hop in.
Appreciate ya. Thank you so much.
Oh, is that? What you
So
doing
what are
out
you
here
guys'
on your own?
Oh, me, I was in prison.
Oh.
Oh, what did you do?
Yeah, I was in prison. Just nothing that can stick in court.
Well, I ain't a cop, so I don't have to worry about that.
They pinned me for resisting, evading, assault and battery.
Oh, this sounds like you had a fun little time.
Just the usual, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Do you mind taking me there? That's where my car is. It's just kind of a highway a little bit, not too far.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. How's your truck
what's your name?
looking? My name's Finn. My name's Finley Milton.
Finn is
Yeah.
Chico.
Oh shit, Chico! How you doing, buddy?
I'm alright.
Oh,
fucking
shit.
just came back to the city a little while ago.
Yeah, what you up to? Just towing and shit.
For the most part.
Oh shit, didn't think I'd see you again, man. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's been what, 5 years?
Yeah, how you been? How you been keeping busy, brother?
I fell off the wagon. You know what I mean? I had a gambling addiction, and I won a lot of fucking money and then lost it all.
Yeah, that'll I see you at rock bottom now again.
Yep.
That's not good. Ow! Where did my money go?
Oh, damn. Shouldn't
Yeah, I'm
fines
also
be
at rock
brutal?
bottom, I guess. I've got $200 in my account.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's alright though. I'll make it back easy.
Was that strictly from a fine?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of money today, so yeah, it's alright. I'll get it back. Yeah, no. Hey, how's your tow truck looking? When'd you rent this thing?
I mean, I've had it for quite some time.
When was the last time you got it looked at, like repaired and shit?
I don't think I've ever got it repaired.
Well, I mean, you're taking me to my car is like at my mechanic lot, so if you want, I can take a look at it and see how you're doing.
Wait, are you a mechanic? You
I
have
am a
your own
mechanic.
mechanic as well?
Yeah. I am indeed a mechanic, so I can take a look at it if you'd like, and just see what the damage is for you. Least I could do for the free ride, you know? Oh yeah, here we go. Alright, I already got something here. Alright.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you work with
Alright.
Santi?
Let me have a look here for a second, brother. Oh man, you're looking chill. I can tell. Like these brake pads and shit, these are like fucking fresh out the box. You're good to go for a while.
Yeah, I don't really crash.
Yeah, I can tell. Some people I can tell exactly how many times they fucking crash a shift. Yeah. Thanks for the lift though, brother.
Yeah, no. Let me shoot me your number. So I send
Oh yeah, here you go, brother. 420-735-2405. That's me.
I bet. I'll send you a text.
Alright. Laters, brother.
Stay out of trouble, Finn.
No promises.
Yeah, I know. We'll see you on the other side. So yeah, so those he used to be BBMC.
Okay.
Don't know what he's doing nowadays, but I know that. Oh wait, this is okay. This is a different mechanic shop.
I don't know. I think there's a few mechanic shops that have been sprouting up. I think there's one out in Toledo as well.
There's also another one that's in the Vagos area.
No shit.
I don't know if they still have it, but oh yeah. So when was so how long did you?
Well, what
stay
number
in
were you
prison?
at last?
145.
Higher.
I'd say it was like 180.
Higher.
300?
Higher.
No fucking way. Am I going a little higher or am I doubling it?
You are okay. 200 more plus 40.
So 540?
540 plus years.
What the fuck? How?
Well, that's what you get for serial assaults and killings. I was there for life, with the possibility of parole. Unfortunately, I was not able to get the parole either time. So I was just kind of there. And then a little thing called the economic collapse happened, and that's when I got out.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
The fuck did you do for 540 years?
There's a lot of nice
Left it all?
places to stand, I could stand on the roof. I could stand on the tables. I could stand on some chairs, you know. I could... there's so many places to stand, Chico. You know?
I would have probably slept it off and never woke up.
It got like that after a while. Like, eventually I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill. You know, I'm just gonna chill here. I would certainly wake up a few times, you know, but closer to the end there. Ooh. Sorry, somebody texted me that closer to the end there, you know, I kind of was just like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably one of the few people in the city that can, I guess, deal with that. Although I never ever want to do that again. I'll tell you that much.
But this is why we need to be smarter about how we do things.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of the things that we're gonna do is not gonna be on a whim. It's gonna be fully thought out and planned so that we don't have any mistakes.
I mean, that's what I did, you know? That's what I always did. I just made the mistake of growing a conscience. At least for a moment. The person that I'm kind of interested in is around.
But your girlfriend, not girlfriend?
No. I mean, interested as in like somebody who I might consider bringing into the fold.
Maybe we could pick them up and we could just have a conversation and see where their head is at.
Yeah, I mean, my relationship with them so far though has been mostly, you know, I haven't exactly told them, oh yeah, I'm looking to bring you in. Like it hasn't, that conversation hasn't happened yet. But like, they are somebody.
So, like, I don't even think that being with me in here is that kind of thing, you know. But it could just be just like to see their vibe and see if they show a little bit of their true self in a way.
Yeah. Could ask them what they're up to. Okay, this one we're definitely towing.
This one might be, yeah. Wait, why the fuck is she over here?
I do not. She's lost her mind.
All right,
never mind. It is a wheel.
Yep.
I think we have ghosts or something messing with the doors.
Yeah, I don't know.
See what I mean? Those doors were just... I don't even know what happened.
You know, I'm starting to think that maybe it may not even be like distance. I think it may be like having to do with the model of the car.
Yeah, probably the model of the car, and there's like a few little... I think, gosh, there was one time where me and my friend were towing, and we were supposed to tow an ATV. We towed it, and then it scuffed. And we have no idea what we were gonna get paid, but like it was actually a bad license plate, and we didn't see it. But we're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna get all kinds of money for this.
Oh yeah, for that one I just got 201. So
I got 213 for that one. I don't know what the pay difference. Why there's a pay difference?
I don't know either. But I mean, on the bright side, that put me at 20K.
Well, I guess I'm closer to 5,000. I don't know. I'm looking to compete in Tessa's horse race. It's a good 10K prize.
That's interesting.
Oh, I guess she's currently with friends. Alright.
That you're interested in is it's a female.
Yeah.
She's in. Oh, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, so what is this person's name?
Lalilu Laylo. Yeah.
Lali Lu Lay Low.
Yes.
What the?
I just call her Lolly. Or Lou. Yeah, it's definitely a mouthful, but
Yeah.
she's an interesting one. She's definitely an interesting one.
With a name like that, she definitely should be interesting.
Wait, what the fuck? I need a shaking ass on Route 68. Wait, who is this? What the fuck?
Wait, there's no way that this is the vehicle.
Ah.
I gotta show
It might be.
Give,
Hello?
us, give me 1 second. I'm doing a photo shoot.
Oh no!
Oh, okay.
We're riding our bike and we got pulled over having fun. You know, we're joyriding.
Yeah, not until
Well, shaking ass didn't work.
Fuck.
Wait, is that you, Bo?
Smiley! Yeah, it's me.
Oh my, you definitely are looking like you've been shaking some ass.
Yeah, this is my Tarzan outfit.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that's.
Do I hit what? Maybe I sit on it like you
Huh.
did.
Okay, do something. Because now it's just pissing me off because it's not working.
Oh, how you
it.
been?
We kind of got
I'm good.
a
Yeah, I've
job
been
for
good.
this one.
Oh, I know,
Pretty
because
cool.
we got pulled over
Yeah.
for riding it. Because I wanted to take it to Yellow Jack just to take pictures. I got a joyriding charge.
Oh, damn. Wait, you didn't do time for it?
No.
Oh.
No? So, he's
Well, I mean, at
lucky.
least you got let off the hook, but you did get a ticket, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had to ruin our vibes. It's not like a goodbye one of these, right? Oh, I'm sorry, go.
It's okay.
Probably just man spread on that bitch. Yeah.
I suppose we
man.
have to make a choice, you know? I mean, do we, you know, do we,
No, you can tow in a
do we
sec,
ruin
I
the
guess.
fun, or do we, oh, okay.
Can you turn your body slightly?
Yeah, I got you.
What if? Okay, so here's the deal. We got to tow the vehicle, but what if we tow the vehicle over to the Yellow Jack so you could take your photo and then we tow the vehicle to where we need to go to drop it off?
I mean, it's up to you. It sounds like a lot of shit.
Yeah, but I
whole lot.
mean, it's not that much, and I'm not.
I don't want you to get in trouble. Could get in trouble. I'm not sure. Because they're lurking around here right now.
Yeah. They've been
I don't think they
hovering.
know where they put it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
You could get like obstruction of justice or some shit.
Or accomplice, or
Well, I mean, you let me worry about that. I'm not no stranger to talking to cops.
Graham.
I spent like fucking $1,500 for this.
For like a fucking 15-second ride.
To then get a fucking $2,400 fee or whatever.
Get photos out of it.
Well, I mean, on the bright side, you guys could get a ride.
Yeah, I guess. Just take it away, man. If you wanna just take it away. Just ruin my time. Just take it away. No, there.
Oh, I guess I gotta do the thing, don't I?
It's okay. Mom.
It's
Fuck.
okay. It's okay. Don't
It's okay, we look good in this lighting. Like, we're good.
Fuck, dog.
It's all right. You know, you'll have another shot.
Well, good thing I didn't realize my license is suspended.
Oh, damn.
That would've got my felony right there. Damn. You're like peeing or some shit.
Keep shaking your ass, okay, Bo?
I will. I will.
Yeah.
Do you guys need a ride, or you guys are gonna be good?
No. Ride sounds boring. I'd rather struggle.
Well, then have fun struggling.
I mean, the
Alright,
struggle
bye.
is good. The struggle builds character.
Yeah.
Well, that was a
That
thing.
was definitely an interesting one.
I wonder if this will be worth some money now that because if this was a,
I think that's yeah, definitely that's an interesting one because I guess it was we got a job from like the police impound. I don't know.
so it might actually be, it might be worth something a little bit more. If it's PD, then it might be worth more. I'm not 100% on that. Oh!
Bro.
Get off the road! Fools. Damn
This
sandstorm.
fucking- yeah, the sandstorm is fucking the worst.
If I do meet with her, she might actually want to meet alone because we were having a bit of a conversation about, some stuff. So we might have to, at first, oh damn, this is bad. This has gotten bad.
Yeah, this is horrible.
I don't think I've been in one this bad, actually, ever.
Well, the conversation. I mean, you don't have to give me like all the details. But like, is she like somebody that is, I guess you would say, beautifully gifted?
I mean, I'm a little hazy on some of those details. Like, she's a little bit more closed off when it comes down to stuff like that. But, I mean, to my knowledge, I mean, yeah, she's, done some, she was, I guess you could say something like that, like she's very secretive. She's very, she keeps things close to the chest. Which is why I'm interested in her, because she is so secretive.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. God damn it. I think we might be... This one might be fucked. We might as well have just let them keep it. Yeah, it's not, they're not taking it. Oh, okay, I guess you could... They took it from you, but not from me for some reason. $234, so I mean, I guess it was about average.
I got 258.
Okay. They also paid you more. They took your papers and they paid you more.
I guess this is what happens when you're in the shadows.
Oh, the clown games might be happening, or clown risk might be happening right now. Oh. Oh well.
Yeah, this fucking sandstorm is the worst.
Yeah, it's not great. Oh my gosh, everybody's stopping too.
What the fuck is going on here?
Looks like there's a pile up in front of us.
There's cops in front of us.
Huh.
The cops or EMS. Illegal. I think we're gonna make it to get some fucking gas.
Oh damn.
We leave the sandstorm to get into a fog. What the fuck?
It was like raining, and then there was a sandstorm, and then fog. Oh, okay, I guess they're just gonna go full steam ahead. What the fuck?
Okay, I think we're just gonna do the same, because I can't fucking do this shit.
I don't know even what's happening.
this, we're probably gonna end up like not having any gas. I gotta go for the gas station right away.
I think we might make it to the park.
Really do hope so.
I think we might just make it. We'll just make it. Okay, maybe not Mirror Park. I think we should have gone to the Mirror Park gas station.
Oh, we're getting close.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Okay, okay, I think as long as you're able to pull in here. All right.
Holy fuck. Don't mind me. I'm just refilling it.
Of course. Nothing strange at all. God, it's almost like 1 o'clock. I wasn't actually expecting to be around for too long. And then I ran into Chico, and it just became a thing. And I'm just like, okay. I turned stream on.
Don't hit my...
So are you planning on meeting up with her?
She hasn't responded back to me yet, so I don't know what she's doing. You can do another job if you want.
Yeah, we just got one right now.
Could probably do some Sani at some point with some folk as well, so you can maybe get to gauge people without having to be, you know, overt.
Yeah. But that is gonna have to be another time.
Yeah.
Because, you know, after this after the tsunami, I need to start getting ready to head over to Liberty City to handle my obligations.
Right.
To supervise the team, you know.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's always fun. This one's in Sandy or this one is in Polito?
This one is in, yes, it's Sandy. It's next to the airstrip. Actually, wait, how many tires do we have? We still have, like, at least one more tire,
I
don't
think
we?
we have yeah, at least one or two. At least.
It's funny, actually, because, I was talking about the civilian oversight, position. Like, this Archie guy, got, he got one of the positions. There was, like, 3 or 4 people that got, like, that got the position. Another one of these motherfuckers here. This Archie guy did a ton of campaigning, and, Ursula did no campaigning. So it's, I mean, then I think it worked out for both of them. Like, it's just like, you know, she did no campaigning and she got a spot. He did a bunch of campaigning and he got a spot.
But that goes to show you what kind of impact you have once you're known.
Yeah. That's what Ursula, like, I think she was just going based on pure name recognition. Is that them again?
Oh my God,
Still
yeah,
hanging out
I'm
there.
like-
Shit.
And this time they fucking rob bikes.
God damn it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fucking fire falling in now. Yep, it's gonna be a fire.
Yep. So that's the last tire, I think.
No, we have another tire.
I don't know if it's in good enough shape, though, is it?
I would imagine so.
Wait, what the fuck?
What happened?
Oh, I mean, I don't know, the number I saw that I was getting paid was very odd looking.
What was it?
Like 287 or 37.12 228 something. I don't know. It was weird.
Like 287 or 237?
I think it was. I'm gonna say 237, but it was like 237.80 something. I've never seen that
Yeah,
before.
that's weird as fuck. I got 260.
Well, I'm over 5,000 now. 5.2 almost. So.
There you go.
Fucking rich.
$1,000 for that. One day we'll look back at it and be like, you remember when we had XYZ amount of money? And then we're gonna look at our bank account and we're still gonna have the same amount of money.
Yeah. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, I mean, more so for me, I feel like once I'm able to get my toes wet into the drug game and robbing banks and all that, I'll have a fuck ton. But you, on the other hand, since you're just going to be dabbling in just the the civilian shit of things, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, well, I've never really worked with a whole lot of money my entire time in this city, so even though now is an interesting time in the city, I still kind of intend to kind of do that, I'll get money when I have it, when I need it, but,
I think the most amount of money I've had was 1.6 mil.
I think the most amount of money I have had was 100,000, maybe.
I was steady staying around 300K for quite like months on end.
Once upon a time, I worked for the driving school. Oh, that was a long ass time ago. And I don't know if you were around or not for when Lock Q was a thing.
Yeah, I was actually.
Yeah, I was like kind of hired as the unofficial driving instructor for Lock Q. And a dude paid me 8K in advance to give multiple people driving tests. And I think I only did one actual test. So he gave me 8K, and, I never actually completed all the jobs. That was their fault, though. It wasn't my fault. Like, they didn't really have the initiative to set things up with me, so, you want to give me money? Okay, I'll take the money.
Lock you, that was so long ago. That's when, oh man, that's when there's a lot of issues. I think it was Lock Q, and then it was the courthouse like right across the street. That's the one that people used to go to?
Yes. Oh, C. I'm under a C.
I don't know. Am I doing this shit right?
I probably wouldn't be of any service to you for this. I haven't done this yet. Are you having problems seeing things?
Sometimes. Okay. I guess it's just. Yep. I got it. It was just fucking 2 plastic and 3 copper.
Oh, damn.
Whopping a lot.
Huh. Oopsie. Wait, did you sign out?
Yeah.
I cannot work here right now. Where did you go? Oh. Oh, alright. I don't know if I'm gonna meet with her or not. She's probably hanging out with friends, she said, so. I don't know. Honestly, I actually might go to sleep here soon, because I am a little tired, but,
Yeah, that's why I'm heading to the apartment. I mean, I'm not tired. I'm not tired,
Oh,
but, you
wait.
know, I gotta.
Hello there, how are you?
Hello. You know, about talking later, I just wanted to say I think it's mostly worked itself out, so...
Oh, has it? Huh.
Yeah, I think... Are you going to be around for a while, or...?
I was thinking about going to sleep, but I mean, I can hang out a little while longer.
You're... Sorry, I just got so distracted by something. I thought someone died in front of me, but they're fine. Well, I don't exactly have to hang out, but I did want to say hi.
Okay.
And
I do kind of want to talk to you actually at some point, though. About something.
About what?
Just
what?
something, a little. just a little something, you know. We'll get into it maybe the next time that we talk.
Should I be concerned at all?
No. You shouldn't be concerned.
Is this about pictures?
No, not pictures. No.
Okay then. All right.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear that that sorted itself out. I'm assuming then that, you know, whoever you're hanging with now is like, you know, they figured them, you know, they figured it all out.
Well, actually, no, not at all. But they have a lot more support around them than I thought they did, so.
Oh, okay. Well, glad to hear it. Well, if you need anything in the future, if you need me to talk to somebody, you know, I'm available.
Just talking.
What's that?
Just to talk, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Actually, unrelated to all of this, I want to ask if you might possibly be able to maybe help me out in a small way.
In what way do you wish?
Well, I wanted to maybe set up a sort of game, and it might require me to leave a lot of notices and signs and that sort of thing around town. I don't know if you'd be interested in helping out with that kind of thing at all.
Possibly. I do know somebody, though, who might actually be quite good at that.
If someone does that professionally.
They don't do it professionally, but they do a thing. They do, like, an event in which they place a lot of shit down. So they're kind of used to it. You know Joshua Lanigan?
No, I don't.
He might actually be in the Yellow Pages right now. But he runs a marathon. I mean, I don't know if he's around still or not, but he was around. Let me see. He's not currently in the Yellow Pages right now, or Lemon List, I guess, as they're calling it. He's got some experience. He's sets his races up with a lot of signage and whatnot, so he could probably help you. I could help you too, for sure. But like, what exactly are you planning?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm still planning the planning.
Okay. Well, you let me
I'll
know.
definitely talk to him about it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty good at that. So
how do you spell his name?
It's Joshua. It's oh god, I don't even know if I really know how to spell his name. I'm gonna say hold on, give me a moment.
It's fine. I can probably just find it. Gosh.
I believe actually that it is Lanegan for the Lanigan part.
And do you know when he happens to be around? I suppose not now.
I mean, he was around earlier, like just during this this storm. So yeah, he was around now, but he also tends to be around during the AU shift as well. I've noticed. So you might be able to catch him there too. But yeah.
Okay. Well,
And he typically puts his number in the Yellow Pages, so.
All right then.
Okie dokie.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I wasn't expecting extra help.
Hey, I try to provide.
Okay. Well, I don't want to hold you up if you're going to sleep now.
Okie dokie. Have a good sleep.
And you're positive I don't need to be worried about whatever this talk is?
No, I'm definitely. You don't.
So
need
I
to
should
be
be
worried.
looking forward to it then.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. We'll talk more about that later.
All right then. Bye.
All right. You have a good one.
You too, Ken.
Yep. You too. She's a very interesting person.
You're not gonna meet up with her?
No. She kind of, she gave me a hook to meet with her in our last meeting, and now the hook was gone. So didn't want to press or anything like that. Like, see, I had this impression in my head that she was like, she was having like, oh, she wanted some advice or whatever, or her friend of hers wanted advice on like, what was it? Like not pushing people away, not pushing their friends away, and losing friends like really easily and stuff. And
yeah,
and she wanted my advice, she wanted me to tell this friend of hers, why they shouldn't do that, or what they could do to prevent that. And I assumed she was talking about herself. I thought she was just using this friend as a proxy for herself. Sounds like that wasn't the case. It sounds like it actually was another friend of hers. So I I lost my hook on actually meeting with her, but I still intend to talk to her. So
I'm just gonna have to just play the long game.
Yep. As always. I guess with that being said, then I'm probably going to head to bed. So
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
okie dokie. Well, it was good to formally meet you.
Yes.
And to work with you a little bit on the road.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk some more.
All right.
Take it easy.
Will do. And you stay safe out there.
Yeah, you too.
You have the ball in front of us.
B905. Now that was interesting. That was interesting. That was interesting. I did not expect any of that. The funny thing is that OOC, I knew that his player was kind of interested in working with Kenneth once upon a time. But the problem is that we were adversaries. We ended up becoming adversaries because of the Jasper Saxon stuff. Had it not been for Jasper Saxon stuff, we would have probably been aligned a long time ago. So this is kind of a long time coming. For Kenneth and Chico to actually meet in a good way. I mean, it's probably the most interesting development that Kenneth's had in all of 4.0 thus far, in my opinion. So that's pretty it's pretty great. I like. Hopefully things happen. Things tend to sort of start and then nothing really comes of it, which is possible. I mean, that is incredibly possibly going to happen. But, just the RP, the RP is obviously what I'm all about. And even if RP leads to nothing, at the very least, it's RP. So hopefully it doesn't lead to nothing. Hopefully it leads to, a lot. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I often sort of find myself feeling like I don't meet expectations sometimes. And right now I'm kind of feeling that hardcore. So I don't want to not meet expectations. But, we'll see as the things sort of develop. In the meantime, I don't know if I'm going to send it to anybody or not. like I said, though, very unexpected, I know who to send it to. I'll send it to Love Spell. Unexpected, like, I thought about maybe streaming again, but I wasn't sure it was actually going to happen, and then that happened, and then, you know, that whole thing happened, and I was just like, okay, well, here we go. So, yeah, like I said, that was a long time coming. Alright, I'm going to send it over to Love Spell Fatal. Or Fatel. I can't say that name. Who plays Natalie Natalie Fatal. Fatal. I'm just going to say Fatal. So, yeah. I'll be back when I'm back. Appreciate you guys, and have a good evening. Peace out.